Alright guys, how's it going? Fam52 here, welcome. Thank you for joining me again. And yeah, I have decided that I want to move my base location. Unfortunately, with my Rexes that I got, what the heck is that? Oh, Hesperornis. Unfortunately, with the Rexes that I got, it's going to be a little difficult. So I went out and I tamed a couple Tapajaras. Unfortunately, I had a fan going in the background when I was recording, and it just made everything completely unhearable. But yeah, the reason why I got a Tapajara is I am looking to tame a quetzal so I can move everything easily. And this is going to be a little interesting because I am going to be by myself, but I did also find... Is it going to fly? It is not going to fly. Oh, it will fly. I did also find a quetzal out here. Now, unfortunately, this quetzal is only level 40, but it'll work for what I need it to work for. And I'm going to try to tame this thing by myself. I've never actually done this before. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. The reason why you want a Tapajara, of course, is because it has the 3 seats, and you could hop on the front or the back. And once you hop on the front or the back, just go ahead and press your left bumper, or I believe L1, and press down to tell your Tapajara to go where you want it to go. And that leaves you able to sit up front and do your best to tame this thing all by yourself. Now, I don't know if while you're sitting on it, if it will drain stamina or not. I'm pretty sure that it probably would, so you're gonna want as much stamina as you can. And just keep whistling. Have your Tapajara follow to the best of your capabilities. And I am not going to be worrying about headshots on this because I am by myself. And yeah, let's see if we're able to get this thing down. Oh no, you don't want to actually whistle the actual quetzal because you don't want your Tapajara trying to hit it. Fortunately, most of you aren't going to have Tapajaras with a high melee, so if you do accidentally whistle it to attack, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, just try to make sure that you're not whistling to attack. If the quetzal decides that it wants to fly through the redwoods, you might end up losing it. So just go ahead and continue looking for it. I have unfortunately lost this guy, so I'm going to go up a little bit to see if I can't see him. Actually, I don't even know if it's a male or a female. Go ahead and go up over there. Now, unfortunately, I've lost him in the trees. Ah, there he is. While we're catching up, might as well see male or female. Alright, he is a male. And I should have everything on me that I need to tame this guy. I think I do at least. No, don't go back in the redwoods. That's how I lost you last time. Yeah, just continue flying around and shooting, whistling, making sure you're able to follow them. of course, one of the big disadvantages of doing it like this is you have absolutely zero control of where the quetzal actually goes. And if the quetzal does end up behind you, it is going to be difficult to see the location, just like right now. I think he flew back into the trees. Alright, but I will be back once I'm able to get this guy down. And I'll see you then. Alright, and the quetzal is now down. Unfortunately, it's kind of on the edge of the redwood. Let me just go ahead and land here so that I can get off and find where he actually landed. Okay, there he is. And my Tabajara is not on passive for some reason. Alright. Yeah, that was a little doing, as you can tell from my trank darts. I've used quite a few. I believe I had almost 300 when I started. But now that he's down, I'm going to clear the area, make sure that he is not going to get hit by anything. Now, normally on a regular server, at this point you would want to put in some narcotics and line him around with protection. Unfortunately, I actually don't have that on me right now. I did forget that stuff in my other bird. But I'm going to go out and get some prime meat so that I can tame this guy up. Normally, of course, you wouldn't be able to do this with a Tabajara, but I'm going to see what I can do. Alright, so we were able to get some prime meat. What level is that? Where'd he go? There he is, level 55. Or she. Alright. So now that we have some prime, go ahead and transfer all of that good stuff over. And assuming nothing goes wrong, you should have just solo tamed yourself a quetzal. Now, getting a low level quetzal, while it's not exactly ideal, it'll help you get higher level quetzals. Yeah, you can build a quetz trap on top of it, then it becomes so much easier to solo tame quetzals after that. While we're waiting for this guy to eat, let me just see where we're at. We're at 31.8%. How much time does he have on that meat in there? 12-ish minutes. Alright, just be safe. I am also going to put the raw meat that I got from that thing in here. But honestly, you shouldn't need that raw meat at all. This should be a prime tame all the way. But while we're waiting for that to tame up, let me show you my other new additions. Seeing as how we're not that far away from the base. I don't know what that was. Alright, well. New additions is I have 2 ankylosauruses. These guys are going to help me get berries and metal, of course. And I have gotten another Tapejara somewhere around here. There he is. Alright. And as you can see, the Tapejaras are mate boosted. So that's going to allow me to get a army of Tapejaras. Not that I really need an army of Tapejaras. What I'm going to need is an army of Rexes down here. But, yep. Let's go ahead and take a look at, or go see if that quetzal is finished taming. Which I'm guessing it has by now, or at least it will once we get relatively close to it. It ate. What percentage is it at? 95.5. Alright. So that should be taming up relatively shortly. Let me go see what I need for a platform saddle, because that platform saddle is going to help us move. I know I need silica pearls. I'm guessing I need metal. And I am assuming I'm going to need fiber as well. Oh, and hide. So pearls, metal, fiber, hide. I'm gonna need cementing paste, fiber, hide, metal, and pearls. Alright. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. As you can see down here, I've made a lot of darts, a lot of bullets. Anything in here? Ah, there's my other Anki saddle. Alright, and that quetzal is probably tamed by now. But let's go ahead and put the other saddle on this Anki down here. Alright, you guys probably noticed while I was in the inventory of that Anki, I did have some folders over there. That is purely for breeding purposes. Lets me know which tame is which and what their tame stats are. So, for instance, on this one, I would put H. Let me double check. 3266. Make sure they get that H in there. And as you can see, I now have a folder for the health of this quetzal. And I would go through every stat except for movement speed, making sure that everything had a folder. So stam was 1240. Oxygen is 255. Now I know on the birds like this, the oxygen cat or oxygen stat doesn't really seem like it will matter all that much, but it is just another level, like when breeding. So you're gonna want to know just what every stat is. The only one that doesn't really matter on anything is going to be the movement speed. So on this server, doesn't matter if it's level 1 or level 150. Movement speed is always going to be 253 on quetzals. Let's see. What was the last one that I did? Oxygen. Alright, so food is going to be 4501. Food was 4501. Weight's going to be 944. Alright. Melee is 795. And the level is going to be level 59. Alright, once you're all done with that, you should have something that looks similar to that. And that's just going to help with breeding purposes. Alright, now I'm going to have this guy follow me as I hop on this. I'm going to bring him back to my base. Then I'm going to go out and get some pearls and cementing paste, so that we can make that saddle. I've probably outran that. There he is. Alright, and unfortunately, because they don't have a saddle, he's just going to kind of hover there for a minute. Hey, look. I have a beaver dam right here. So go ahead and take all of that. Make sure, as I'm sure most of you know, when you're getting beaver dams, go ahead and get everything out of the beaver dam. It's not really going to... It's not going to respawn anything that's in it if you leave it built up. So even though I'm after the cementing paste, I went ahead and grabbed everything. I got some flowers off of that and some wood, as you saw. But yeah, you could leave the wood in there and let it sit for days, and it's not going to do anything. It's just going to keep the wood in there. It's going to be just a useless beaver dam unless you destroy it and let the beavers rebuild. So make sure you're doing that on your servers. Make sure you're getting everything out of those beaver dams. Whoa, is that a giga? What level giga are you? Level 35. All polygony. There you go. Good to know that there's a giga right there. I'm not going to tame it, but good to know that it is right over my base. I'll take one of my Rexes out and take care of it once I get these pearls for this platform saddle. Alright, so yeah, that is one of the giga spawns on this map. It is that mountain right in front of me, which is going to be coordinates, once my map loads, 3558 ish. Now of course, when you're on an official server, once you go out of render range, the the dinos will continue moving around, so it's not necessarily always going to be right there. But that is one of these spawns for a giga. I believe another spawn is up on that mountain right over there. Maybe it's this mountain, I don't really know. But we're not going out for gigs right now. We're going out for pearls. And one of the easiest places to get pearls on this map is going to be right in here, if I remember correctly. Watch out for that yeti over there. I apparently went to the wrong place for pearls. Whoa, hello, Sarko. Please leave me alone. I'm not doing anything to you. Alright, let's check this little lake or inlet over here. Alright, looks like I got one pearl spawn. 248. Oh, okay. I'm just going to take care of these things real quick. Alright, so yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for things that want to kill you over here. But as you can see, there are pearls in this little inlet up here in the snow. If you do decide to come up here, make sure you bring your scuba gear. Watch out for sharks. Watch out for sarcos. Yep. Alright, and that should be plenty more than enough. Oh yeah. I could probably build a couple out of that. And as you can see, you don't always necessarily need to be in the water for the pearls. Hello, scorpion. What level are you? Level 55. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And I will meet you back at base once I have finished making that platform saddle. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I got that platform saddle up. Now I just need to build something to transport my dinos, namely those Rexes. And I'm going to just do a normal, just basic resource harvesting getup. And unfortunately, my neighbor is having stuff done on their house, so there is a lot of hammers in the background right now. So I'm going to do this in silence, and I will be back when I am done. First off though, to start off, you're going to want to be up in the air. There's going to be one more place where it would help you to be in the air. So the next time you see me take off, that is why. It's just to help with a clipping issue. Alright guys, as you can see, I am able to fly uninhibited right now. I have two of my Rexes as well as both of my Ankylos on here. And I am going to call the video right here. I'm going to go look for a new base location. Something closer to the ocean with a larger plot of land. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Fam52 signing out. Have a great day.